When we were kids, we sang the song, My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing He cannot do. That is absolutely true. Let's look at few verses and see how big, how strong, and how mighty our God is as per the Bible. Isaiah chapter 49, verse 16a says, See, I have inscribed you in the palms of my hands. I, as a human being, if I have to write different names in the palm of my hand, I would be able to write close to 30 names without difficulty and easily readable by me. In my city itself, there are more than 40,000 believers. And if every individual believer's name has to be written in God's palm, imagine how big his palm needs to be. Yes, our God is really so big. My God is so strong. Matthew chapter 21 verse 19. And seeing a fig tree by the road, he came to it and found nothing on it but leaves, and said to it, Let no fruit grow on you ever again. Immediately the fig tree withered away. My God is so strong that his words were good enough for his creation to obey him. The fig tree obeyed him immediately. Whatever be the reason Jesus commanded, the storm also obeyed Jesus. Imagine if that's how strong his words are, how strong actually is our God. Yes, really, our God is so big and so strong, there is absolutely nothing he cannot do. Our God is so mighty. Matthew chapter 26 verse 53 says, Or do you think that I cannot pray to my Father, and he would provide me with more than 12 legions of angels? Each angel could kill easily 185,000 people, as we see in 2 Kings chapter 19 verse 35. A legion consists of minimum of 3,000 units and more than 6,000 units. Imagine 12 legions means how many angels and how many people they could kill. I am assuming that 12 legions would be just a part of God's complete force of angels. That's how mighty our God is. Our God is really so big, so strong, so mighty. There is absolutely nothing he cannot do. All the creation is his. Now, Matthew chapter 6 verse 21 says, For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. We understand from this verse, where our treasure is, there will our heart be. Now, turning this verse around, God's treasure is us human beings. That's where his heart also is. We know that because of the sacrifice he did by sending his Son onto the earth to live a perfect life, and then Jesus died on the cross for our sins. Our God, who being so big, so strong, so mighty, did this because we are God's treasure, and that's where his heart belongs. We are so much important to him that he was spat upon and slapped. We see that in Matthew chapter 26 verse 67. He took it in, even though he is strong. God, because of the love he had for us, he took it in. In Matthew chapter 27 verse 28 and 29, we see that Jesus was humiliated. He was stripped. A crown of thorns was part of his head. All it required was for him to command, and easily legions of angels would come in and kill everyone. But his love for us is much higher. Even though we do not give God that much priority and keep going astray, still he loves us. He being so big, so strong and mighty, his sacrifice for our love's sake is much more than we can express. Imagine how much importance we need to give him. If we are his treasure, we at least can do is make him our treasure.